People who don't have many friends are often misunderstood. They're not broken, they're not awkward, and they're definitely not the problem. The truth is, social life feels heavier for some people, more draining, more complicated, and if you've spent years struggling to build or maintain friendships, it's not because there's something wrong with you. There are real psychological reasons behind it, and most people never talk about them. 1. You can't tolerate fake behavior. Think about how often you've smiled through a conversation, waiting for it to end. People who struggle socially often notice insincerity immediately. Gossip, manipulation, forced personalities. Your brain picks up on it fast, and the more self-aware you become, the less patience you have for pretending. You'd rather be alone than spend time in conversations that feel empty or dishonest. Most social circles include people who are friendly on the surface but draining underneath. You don't avoid people. You protect your peace. 2. You crave depth, not small talk. You can be surrounded by people and still feel invisible. That's because shallow conversations don't engage your mind. You want to talk about meaning, emotions, ideas, life. Casual talk feels like wasted energy because you're wired for real connection. And until that connection exists, silence often feels safer than pretending. 3. You overthink social interactions. Hours later, you replay conversations, what you said, how it sounded, how it was received. Highly self-aware minds do this naturally, but instead of relaxing, your brain analyzes everything: tone, expressions, reactions. That constant processing makes socializing exhausting. You're not avoiding people. Your mind just never stops working. 4. You often feel different. Your humor, interests, or way of thinking may not match the people around you. Psychologists call this social mismatch. When you've rarely felt truly understood, you learn to keep your distance, not because you're antisocial, but because being misunderstood hurts. 5. You're deeply independent. Some people confuse independence with loneliness, but you've learned how to rely on yourself. You don't need constant attention or validation. Psychology calls this low social dependency. You'd rather wait for the right people than force yourself into places you don't belong. That's why your circle is small, not empty. 6. Past rejection made you cautious, being left out, betrayed, overlooked. Those experiences leave marks, so now your brain protects you. You observe before you trust. You move slowly. You're not closed off. You're careful. 7. Social interactions drain you faster than others. Your nervous system is more sensitive. You process emotions, body language, and context all at once. While others gain energy from being around people, your energy fades. That's why alone time isn't optional for you. It's necessary. 8. Fear of judgment holds you back. You want to be confident, funny, and relaxed, but the pressure to be perfect creates tension. You're not avoiding connection. You're avoiding embarrassment, rejection, and vulnerability, and that's human. 9. You have a rich inner world: overthinking, sensitivity, depth, independence. These traits may make friendships harder to find, but they also make them more meaningful. When you do connect, it's rare, and it lasts. Here's the truth most people miss. Struggling socially doesn't mean something is wrong with you. It means you experience life with more awareness and emotional depth than most. Sometimes the people who struggle the most socially end up becoming the most loyal.